Jake Palmer at Remax. I'm at 330 Gondola Point Road in Rothesay. Beautiful 3-bedroom classic home on a really fantastic lot. So the street address is Gondola Point Road, and one of the nice things about this house is it sits really nicely in the lot, frankly. And so it's one of those homes that when you drive down the Gondola Point Road, you can't help but notice it because it sits so nice and high and kind of in a nice open lot. It's quite a nice large lot as well, and it's in a row of really attractive homes. We'll go in through the back door because I don't have a key to the front. I forgot it, but I'll just show you on the outside. It's got this really nice kind of sitting area on the outside that leads into the sun porch. If you pay attention and you look, one of the great things with this home is it's had the same owner for over 30 years, and they really took good care of the home and took pride in it. So the paint works excellent. A lot of the stuff that you typically worry about with an older home, this one's been diligently upgraded and diligently maintained. So the paint works excellent. Almost every single window's been replaced with vinyl windows. It's been rewired. One of the other things too is that you've got a really nice 2-car garage. I'll show you that really quickly before we go in. I'm glad he left the truck parked in here because it gives you a sense of how much space there is. So to call it a 2-car garage is not doing it justice. 2 cars easily, and a lot of storage to boot. So you've got a lot of room in the sides and the back for storage. Lots of room for a workbench, and there's a wood stove back there too. And then on the side of the garage, you've got this covered carport. So to park another vehicle out here and keep it out of the snow very easily. That just gives you a sense of the side of the lot as well. Retaining wall was just done recently, so you've got a nice flat even parking area in the driveway, and the driveway is just off the bottom of the Vincent Road. So we'll go in the back door. This is the entrance you'd use on a day-to-day basis anyway. So back here we've got a nice little porch, place to kick off our shoes, just like that. Coat closet over on the side here, and then you come into an eat-in kitchen. Lots of room for a table here. And quite a bit of cabinet and counter space, and as you can see, a really nice bright kitchen. So a lot of light coming in because we've got really nice big windows, and these are, as I mentioned, vinyl replacement windows. The heat is hot water electric, so the oil furnace was replaced with an electric boiler. There's a wood stove as well. This is the dining room. Lots of room for a big table. Lots of room for furniture, so hutches and cabinets. And you can get a sense of the really beautiful original hardwood floors. Beautiful wainscoting and trim work throughout, and beautifully preserved. It's really a charming home that way. And a really nice big living room. So lots of windows. Fireplace hasn't been used for a while, but certainly a great spot to put a wood burning or propane insert if you want. But as you can see, really nice layout and beautiful trim work. Very nice coffered ceilings. And lots of light coming in. And lots of room for big furniture. Like, that's not a small couch or a small love seat. You've got a lot of room for modern large furniture. Just going to quickly show you the sun porch as well. They don't really use the sun porch in the winter. They're original windows, and so, you know, if you wanted to make this a year-round room, you'd have to put some time and energy into newer windows and some insulation. But again, beautiful hardwood floors, very original, and note how wide this room is. So if you wanted to incorporate this into the year-round part of the home, by insulating it underneath and on top, you'd have a big space here. Currently more for storage than anything else, but lots of room. Beautiful ceilings. And then that leads out to that porch that we saw on the front of the home. And that's a nice covered porch, great spot, as you can see, for a barbecue. So back into the living room. And I'll just pan back so you can get a sense. That's the dining room over there. Now it's 3 bedrooms upstairs, but obviously, depending on how you decide to use the house, this certainly can be a bedroom as well, so we can call it 4. Again, vinyl insert windows there. Lots of space in the room anyway. Full bath on the main floor with an older cast iron tub, but again, everything is spotless and beautifully maintained. Vinyl floor in there. And then again, this room in the back, they use it as a TV room, but if you wanted to use it as a bedroom, you could. So really, there is potential here for 5 bedrooms. But I think it makes a lot of sense to have this kind of as a den in the back. They use this room a lot. It's nice and cool in the summer because the sun tends to be on the other side of the house. Beautiful wainscoting going up the stairs. So kind of a nice sitting area at the top of the stairs. Room for a desk here. And again, really nice big bright windows in the dormers especially. And then looking down the hallway. So nice built-in cabinets there at the end. So we've got 3 bedrooms up here. Window over at the end. Room for a dresser kind of in that little nook. And closet over here. There is carpet in the bedrooms, but you'd find the same hardwood floors underneath the carpet. Second bedroom here, closet over in the corner. This one's a little bit larger. And again, built-in cabinets over here. And then the master bedroom, we've got a whole wall of closets. So plenty of closet space. And then really quite a nice large master bedroom. So that's a king-size bed, and there's plenty of room. So no lack of space at all in the master bedroom. Sometimes in older homes that's a bit of a compromise, as you have really small bedrooms even for the master. And then a really nice big bathroom. Vinyl floor in here, makeup area, cabinets in the back, full tub, and then a really nice wide vanity. So yeah, really nice big bathroom. Go downstairs. I'm going to quickly show you the basement. Kind of a nice shot of the living room here, just to give you a sense of that again. And so, going down to the basement, it's certainly not a basement that you're going to finish and make into a rec room. But if you're at all prone to going and looking at older homes, there's things that you'd appreciate here. It's a very, very dry basement. Obviously room for laundry down here. They do have a wood stove down here, obviously. And so it's a home that lends itself well to wood heat because the heat goes up nicely through the home. In the spring and after really, really heavy rains, there will be some water along the back wall. Not standing water so much, but you'll see there's a little bit of a trench that goes along the side, and it'll get a little bit wet, and there's a sump pump in the corner, but certainly not something where you get standing water all year round, or that you have to worry about the basement actually flooding. Really nice traditional construction, so rough cut lumber, lots of cross bracing. And I think the main point down here is that it's an older home that's been really, really well cared for and diligently maintained by one owner for over 30 years. So really kind of a gem when it comes to an older home. But nice dry space down here, and certainly a great spot for a workshop or something like that. So that concludes the video tour for 330 Gondola Point Road. If you have any questions about this listing, please don't hesitate to call or text. My number is 506-650-0092, and my email address is jake@jakeplumber.ca.